Slacking Castle, just on our route. So, this is our camping spot for the night.
If you get up that the whole way on a mountain bike, fair play to you.
Hiya. So here we are, we're about to do the Ormond way, starting here in Portumna. We're just literally outside Portumna, about 5 minutes. This is the start of the trail, and it's about 84 kilometers. We're going to hopefully do 2 nights camping. Let's hope that works out. And so in 2 days time, or 3 days time, we should be heading home. So again, 2 nights on the Ormond way, 84 kilometers or so. Yeah?
Yeah.
And let's hope that it goes well and there's no major incidents.
Weather is beautiful. We're expecting a bit of a rain, but look, like ever, we don't care.
Yeah, so we're happy enough to get going. Let's hope all this turns out well, and see you out there.
Yeah.
Ready to rock?
Ready to rock.
What's our voice? We're 300 meters in.
Slacking Castle, just on our route. Slacking. So this is it. Massive. Gonna have a look inside. There's Matt and Finn. Come in and... Oh, there's eggs in the nest, man.
No, but one of them, you know what I'm saying is this castle is actually one of the coolest I've seen. That looks great.
3 faces on the rock. Happy chaps. Just at Ballingarry, small little village on the way, anyway, main road. Been good cycling so far, mainly all small roads, ideal for the bike, nothing too strenuous, nothing too hard. It's actually been a lovely cycle so far this morning, so really enjoyed it so far. And we'll push on and see, hopefully have something to eat soon. Yeah, so see you soon. First bit of off-road come off the road and we come into this field, and that's the way the path goes along the ditch. Go away.
Here, lift it over to me. I'll hop over.
Careful. Don't. You can just hear the shock.
Boom! Oh, got me.
Mine just have mine, watch out. One up and one of the top and one on the other side.
Don't work. Right, with the net. It shows either there or there.
We're in Castle Jordan. We're in Castle Jordan.
It's the place to be.
And this is a happening little community. The church is nice. So, this is our camping spot for the night. We're somewhere between Clough Jordan and Beara, I believe, up some logging road, which is a fairly favourite of myself and Matt because we generally camp somewhere in this location, on these logging roads most of the time. And yet again, here we are.
We have plenty of wood here, so
Yeah.
we don't have to worry about that.
So yeah, we're camped between Clough Jordan and Beara. We did about 41.5 kilometres today, mainly road. There was a small bit of off-road, and it was kind of a choice at the start because had we gone through the route that actually followed the walking route, we would have been going through fields and over those stairs and stuff. So we decided at the start to kind of take the road rather than go over that at the start. Later on we did a little bit, you've probably seen that already. And tomorrow we're going to push on. We're roughly halfway through it, I suppose. And it was Finn's first bikepacking trip. How are you enjoying it, Finn, so far?
Absolutely fantastic.
He's loving it. So we're here now. Have my beer.
One thing that happened to us is Damien.
I didn't record it. No. We got a flat tire and I never recorded it. In Clough Jordan, actually, just as we were getting into the shop in Clough Jordan, realised when I came out, flat tire. So yeah, gonna have a beer, probably up for another hour or two, and we'll head to bed after that. So we'll see you tomorrow morning, I suppose.
Yeah.
So good night. So good morning. We had a really cold night last night. Must have got down to about 0 or 1 degrees, I'd say, Celsius.
There was a frost on the tents.
Frost on the tents, frost on the bikes. All our gear was frosted over. It was a cold night. Woke up a few times with the cold, but nothing too bad. We're now, like I said last night, we're camped between Cloudjordan and Beara. We're going to push on today to Milestone. We were going to camp tonight, but it's forecast for a lot of rain tonight. So we've decided to probably just end the trip after today, so we won't be camping tonight. We'll be going back to the cars and heading home, I'd say. It's been a good trip so far. I think really enjoyable. If you really wanted, you could take the Beara breifne way cycle route, or if you wanted a bit more challenge, you could take the walking route. So far anyway. We'll summarise it more at the end, because I know today there's a lot of off-road. So we're going to see what happens with that, and we'll maybe make a recommendation at the end towards if you're going to should do the walking one or the cycling one. And that's it. Anything from the guys?
Yeah, I also burnt my toe last night from the fire, so I have a nice big hole in the centre of my shoe. So one of the joys of camping, just be aware.
Fire safety.
Fire safety.
Yeah, so look, we'll see what happens, and as we get going. Village of Beara. So just left the village of Beara on the road. There's an issue with Finley's bike. We fixed that beside the road, and now we're heading up. I don't know if you can make it out in between the gap in the trees. It's all hill, all up. You up for it, Matt? So yeah, got something to eat in Beara. It was lovely. Now pushing on again. Beara is somewhere down there. It's been an absolute monster climb from there up here. Hopefully it's all downhill from here. Two lads are gone ahead. Views are spectacular, but that climb was killer.
It's way more entertaining than yesterday's.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Why? More off-road, more road?
Certainly more off-road and a few hills, and not as boring, basically. That's what I would say as the other.
Less country roads.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was a good, after Beara we climbed out, and that was a long slog of a climb, and then after Beara it was absolutely brilliant downhill for about 4 or 5 kilometres, and it was class. Couldn't film it because I wouldn't be able to take my hands off the handlebars, so you missed out on that one, but trust me, it was worth it at the end going the downhill. So we're now at Lacken Bridge and we're going to push on. That's where our path goes, we think, in along the fence with these guys. But we're going to just take the road around to the next bridge. It's about 800 meters or so we're missing out on. Yes, we're missing out about 800 meters of going through the field. So we're just going to hit up the next part. Yeah, anything guys? No? Enjoyed this day so far? It's been good?
Brilliant, yeah. Well,
Absolutely. Phenomenal. Free fuel and protein.
The village of Temple Derry.
Oh, so we could not go any further.
The hill is too steep.
About 15% incline the whole way up. And we're going up there.
Matt's trying. Slowly. I think we're all dead after that one. What must be one of the most steepest hills in Ireland.
Eyes are burning. If you get up that the whole way on a mountain bike, fair play.
that would be good for some sort of a competition, you know? Those competitions with, you know, some sort of a...
Run
vehicle.
amok or...
go down.
Hot water. Leave it for a few minutes,
Oh, nothing better than a hot milk.
that's us. Finished our trip on the Ormond Way. We did about 90 kilometers, and that's with a few wrong turns here and there, and sometimes going on the road and not quite following the walking way of the Ormond Way. It was a really good trip. There was a lot of road, which was good and enjoyable. If you're going to walk it, I probably wouldn't recommend it because it is a lot of road and very little, when you do come off road, it's a lot of farmland and fields that you're going through, very little forests and stuff as well over the whole trip. Overall pretty good, enjoyed it. We're not going to camp tonight because it's meant to be pretty bad rain and wind tonight, so we're ended up packing up and probably heading on home. Anything from the guys?
Well, the weather was very good, so yeah, we didn't really get even a drop of rain. So yeah, apart from that, everything was great.
Yeah, good night camping, I think, and a good trip. It was good, really good cycle, to be honest with you. I thought it was a really good cycle.
There's lots of cycling involved.
Just one flat tire, that's all.
In fairness, it's probably the most cycling I've done on a bike packing trip.
One flat tire and one brake on.
Yeah, one flat tire and one brake disc on.
And a big hole in the shoe.
And a hole in the shoe from the fire, which you see.
Other than that, fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.